Hi, I'm Jessica Anderson, a science teacher at Powell County High School in Deer Lodge, Montana, and my students are participating in the Hour of Code. You may be wondering, how are science and coding connected? Science is really that focus on the undiscovered, the unexplored, and sometimes the uncreated. So as a science teacher, I use coding to help my students create and engineer something concrete and visual. With NGSS and the K-12 framework really driving our curriculum, it's necessary to focus on the integration of those different curriculums and also include aspects of creativity, problem solving, and engineering by design into everything that we do in our classrooms. I really believe coding is a new literacy, and so I'm always looking for ways to help my students speak that new language in a field that's really becoming revolutionized by electronics and design. And then I also believe that coding is a huge player in science models and designs and is an essential language for my science students to understand. During Hour of Code Week, my students are going to be doing two things. One, my students who come after school weekly for Hour of Code are going to be working with Kano kits and looking at the coding of music. And then secondly, my students who are astronomy students are going to be designing Mars rovers using Sphero balls. My after-school coding kids will be using Kano kits, which are a student-designed computer for learning to code. They'll have 3 different options using the Kano kits for how they'd like to spend their time coding, and they'll be able to either create Pawn or design music using code or start creating an app. And all 3 of these tasks will really expose the basic coding skill. My astronomy students are going to engineer a rover to travel across various terrains and obstacles on Mars. We're going to do this by utilizing the coding properties of Sphero balls. Students will start out by researching terrain features of Mars and past and present rover designs and missions. And this rover will be designed to navigate a series of obstacles and complete a list of mission tasks. The students will be using the app MacroLab to plan their rover's moves while on the mission. Coding is important for all students to learn and experience, as it's this computational language that really encourages students to problem solve and become digitally confident as they navigate the online world. It also gives students a sense that they too can create and design a useful tool and device that someone could use. As far as gender goes, I found more male students navigate towards coding than females. However, once I can get a female student involved in the process, there's equal eagerness in the learning and the ability to navigate that new language. So this is one of the reasons why I feel so strongly about being a female advocate of coding. And really, no matter what their gender is, kids are really excited about the chance to create something that seems so far out of reach to a lot of students. And they love that they can gain confidence and collaboratively support and work with one another as they go through this process of learning how to code. And it's reinforcing those science skills that I love so much. Now it's your turn. What are you doing to support computer science and Hour of Code in your classroom?